Are you ready for an epic clash of football? Get ready for a spectacular display of non-stop 90 minutes of breathtaking football as football royalty Italy takes on Albania in the Euro 2024 battleground. Watch as football history unfolds with passion, skill and national pride on the line with Italy as the defending champions. Will Italy fail? Will Albania provide a twist? Don't miss a moment of this intense showdown. Welcome back to the Football Pit. Before we begin, please support our channel by hitting that like button and subscribing to our channel to not miss any of the exciting action. Italy versus Albania. A tale of David versus Goliath? Will Italy beat Albania? The easy answer is yes, but this is football, and things aren't always as they seem. Italy are both European and world heavyweights. They have won the Euro twice, with their most recent Euro title being the Euro 2020. They have also won the World Cup 4 times, with their latest win being the 2006 World Cup. Compared to Italy, Albania are not Euro football royalty. They have only qualified for Euro twice. The first one is the 2016 Euro, and the second one is the upcoming Euro 2024 tournament in June, where Italy are the defending champions. Italy versus Albania. Italy Masterclass. As I mentioned earlier in the video, Italy are both European and world heavyweights. They won their second Euro in the Euro 2020, which was played in 2021 due to COVID-19. Now, they'll be hoping to defend their title just like Spain did in 2012 when they won the 2008 Euro. Will they be able to do it? They certainly think so. After all, they are football royalty. But football doesn't care, and in the video we made about all the past Euro competitions, you've seen how upsets can happen. Apart from upsets, the group Italy has found themselves in is a group of death, which will certainly make defending their title a difficult affair. Italy are in the same group as Spain and Croatia. This is just like the 2012 Euro when the three teams were in the same group. The only difference is that Albania replaced the Republic of Ireland, which was the fourth team in 2012. Italy had a nervous qualification from that group as they relied on Spain, which had been losing steam, to beat Croatia. Spain managed to do just that and allowed Italy to qualify. However, during the final, Spain destroyed Italy 4-0. Will the same thing happen this time too? Will Italy be relying on the brilliance of other teams? Or will they take the initiative? The last two times Italy took the initiative, it yielded them 2 trophies. One of those trophies was the Euro 2020. Italy started that competition on the front foot. Before they played in that Euro tournament, Italy had been phenomenal. They had an unbeaten streak since the 10th October 2018. Only 5 months into former coach Roberto Mancini's reign, and they kept that run when they qualified for UEFA Euro 2020. Italy wasn't satisfied. They were determined to remain unbeaten. In their first match against Turkey, they dominated but couldn't find the back of the net until the 53rd minute, when Marie Demiral scored an own goal. From then on, Italy came alive in the final third, and they scored 2 more goals to completely crush Turkey. Italy went into their next game against Switzerland in fine form. They also beat Switzerland by a 3-goal margin, and by now, the other teams were wary. Italy entered into the 2006 World Cup mode. They had become the juggernauts rolling over their opponents with ease. Italy beat Wales in their final group match to qualify from their group. Italy's superb form continued in their round of 16 game against Austria, where they won 2-1. The Azzurri faced a difficult challenge when they faced Belgium, but they weren't conservative. They took the initiative by scoring first and were disciplined enough to try as much as they could to keep out Belgium, with veteran centre-backs Bonucci and Cellini and goalkeeper Donnarumma being Italy's wall. When Belgium pulled a goal back just before half-time, Italy kept them at bay until the final whistle. Then Italy had an opportunity for revenge when they faced Spain in the semi-final. They finally could redeem themselves against the humiliation they suffered at the hands of La Roja in 2012. Alvaro Morata wanted to prove himself after squandering chances for Spain earlier in the competition. That match had epic written all over it and the stage was set. Again, Italy took the initiative as Federico Chiesa's curling finish stunned the already tense Spain. La Roja took the game to Italy, and Alvaro Morata scored from the bench to redeem himself in front of the Spanish fans. Then, nothing could split the two sides in the regulation time and subsequent extra time. The game went to penalties, and Alvaro Morata missed his penalty. He watched on helplessly as Jorginho converted the decisive kick to send Italy into the Euro 2020 final. In that final against England, Italy went behind early to a Luke Shaw goal, but they remained resolute and scored an equaliser through Leonardo Bonucci. The game went to penalties and their goalkeeper Gianluigi Donnarumma heroically stopped England's penalties to hand Italy the win. And what made the win more special was that Italy were unbeaten throughout. It was a night to remember for Italy, just like that time they won their World Cup. Italy versus Albania, Italy Masterclass 2. That Italy World Cup run is one of the most impressive footballing displays ever. It was a little bit surprising too, considering Italy suffered some external issues that could have robbed them of their concentration. At that time, Italy's football was in a great scandal known as Calciopoli. The nation's football had been rocked by allegations of match fixing, which has led to the relegation of Juventus and the loss of the previous 2 league titles they had won. Captain Fabio Cannavaro, first-team goalkeeper Gianluigi Buffon, forward Alessandro Del Piero, starting right-back Gianluca Zambrotta and Mauro Camoranesi were Juventus's players in the squad. These guys had every reason to put up a bad performance, but instead, they became the saviours of their team. Italy ditched its reputation for starting slow in major competitions by beating Ghana 2-0, drawing with the United States 1-1 and beating the Czech Republic 2-0 to qualify for the round of 16 of the World Cup. Italy, buzzing from their group stage performances, and also with a little of a controversial decision in their favour, beat Australia to qualify for the quarter-finals. Unfortunately, another tragedy struck the team as they were celebrating their quarter-finals. Juventus's newly appointed coach and former star Gianluca Pessotto, ashamed and disappointed by Juventus's role in the Calciopoli scandal, jumped from the 3rd floor of Juventus's headquarters. Juventus's Del Piero and Zambrotta flew back home to be at the bedside of their former teammate. Zambrotta and Del Piero remained focused, and Zambrotta even scored in the quarter-finals game against Ukraine. Del Piero then scored the 2nd goal of the semi-finals against host Germany to send Italy to the final. In the final, Italy had a memorable performance against France and beat France during the penalties. No one can forget the infamous Zinedine Zidane headbutt, which was the last footballing action Zidane would have for France and his football-playing career as he hung up his boots following that match. What a farewell. Italy may have faced disappointments in recent years, one of them being their non-qualification for the 2022 World Cup, but they have a history of glory behind them. So, with this kind of pedigree, could Albania manage an upset and be able to beat Italy in the Euro? What do you think? Let us know in the comments. Italy versus Albania. Albanian hidden might. As I mentioned at the beginning of the video, Albania has only been in the Euro twice. Their first ever qualification was in 2016, and their second one will be the upcoming Euro 2024. Albania's maiden qualification was a special event for them as it featured some of their best performances in Europe. Albania began the qualifiers for Euro 2016 with an emphatic 1-0 away win against Portugal. Then they drew 1-1 against Denmark, and in their last qualifying match, they beat Armenia 3-0 to qualify for the UEFA Euro 2016. That qualification would be their first appearance at a major men's football tournament in 50 years, and their first ever appearance at a competitive tournament in history. However, their Euro 2016 campaign was not spectacular. Albania lost 0-1 to Switzerland and 0-2 to hosts France. They then managed a victory when they beat Romania 1-0, their first win against Romania since 1947. Albania managed to achieve 3rd place, but it wasn't enough to see them progress beyond the group stage. Albania then missed out on the 2020 Euro before they qualified for the upcoming 2024 Euro, and they did it in the most sensational manner. Albania began by beating Poland 1-0 in March and won 3 more matches. They lost once and drew 3 times to finish the group in first position with 15 points. As impressive as that feat was, will it be enough for Albania to beat Italy? Italy versus Albania. Albania upset? Italy and Albania have only played against each other 4 times, with 2 of those games being in the FIFA World Cup qualifiers. Albania have lost all 4 of their games against Italy and have only managed to score 1 goal out of all those times. However, Albania has experience in defeating champions. After beating Greece 2-0 in the 2002 World Cup qualifiers, then beating Russia 3-1 at Loro Borici Stadium, and going on an undefeated run at home matches under the leadership of German coach Hans-Peter Briegel, Albania still missed out on the 2004 Euro. However, in the qualifiers for the 2006 World Cup, Albania did something spectacular. They beat Euro champions Greece 2-1. Could they invoke a similar performance against Italy? If Albania wants to beat Italy, they have to bring their A-game. Their players have to perform beyond impressively if they wish to cause an upset. Italy versus Albania. Players to watch. Etrit Berisha, Albania's 35-year-old goalkeeper, has his work cut out for him. He has to be the rock that the other Albanian players are going to rely on if they want to upset the mighty Italy. Their winger Jasir Asani and midfielder Nidim Badrami have to bring their phenomenal performances from the qualifiers to the tournament if Albania are going to get any joy. For Italy, new captain Ciro Immobile has some pretty big boots to fill, taking over from veteran defender Leonardo Bonucci. Bonucci is unlikely to be called up for the tournament as he is targeting retirement in June. Immobile must try to keep the heads of the Italian players calm so that they don't underestimate Albania. Immobile must be able to motivate players like David Fratesi, who was one of the standout players in Italy's qualifying matches. Their goalkeeper, Gianluigi Donnarumma, has to be on alert to prevent Albanian players from scoring. Make sure to keep an eye on Italian Federico Chiesa, who will surely bring his electrifying displays to the tournament. This match will be exciting. While on the surface, Italy are most likely to win and are the favourite for that match, an upset will certainly not be surprising, but it will spice things up. Do you think an upset is possible? Or will Italy coast home to an easy victory? What do you think? Let us know in the comments. Now let us mention the venue of the match, the Dortmund Stadium. Italy versus Albania. The venue. If you are going to Dortmund Stadium, you will be in awe of how beautiful it is. And it's not just beautiful. This stadium, which is the home to Borussia Dortmund, is Germany's largest stadium. It is also the 7th largest in Europe and the 3rd largest home to a top-flight European club, after Camp Nou and Santiago Bernabeu Stadium. Since it was completed in 1974, the stadium hosted the 1974 World Cup games. It also hosted the 2001 UEFA Cup final between Liverpool and Alaves. Now the stadium will host Italy versus Albania. It could be the grounds where history could be made if Albania beat Italy, or the place where a football giant will assert themselves. Which will it be? Will Italy fall prey to disappointment, or will the match be their first of many wins on their way to defend the title? Let us know what you think in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more.